And there we are. Hey, today we're in my hometown, South Bend, Indiana. We're going to take a look at what the we have here. It's the East Race. The East Race is it's a man-made waterway. I believe it was done back in the early 80s here as kind of a training course, multi-use park area. If you look right about up there, you see where these buoys are at. The water is diverted that way. That's where the actual dam is at. The Lowhead Dam and some of the other park areas. But right up here, you'll see this little walkway. That gets you down to the very top of what's called the East Race. Those buoys protect people from going back the way that they shouldn't. But as you see, they're going to come through here. And I can't get behind me because they've got it shut off due to construction. But I'm going to go on the other side. But everybody here on this waterway coming out of there will come through one of three gates here. And it's like a little small dam. They're going to shoot over that. Now, about 15 years ago, during my stint with the fire department, we trained on this. We were part of the River Rescue Team. Now, part of our training was to, not in boats, but we had to manually jump in the river here and coast down through what I'm about to show you. But let's get on this other end here, because I think it'll be a lot easier for you to see. Now, keep in mind, a lot of this right here, this is all controlled by these dams. You can see it right down here. Let me get you down there. It doesn't look like much water movement. Ooh, let me get you up here. It doesn't look like much running through there. But let me tell you, once those things start to dump, that water starts moving real fast in areas. So, let me get you down here, and we're going to see somebody come right through it. Now, keep in mind, the water level is kind of low right now. And right there, that's actually halfway sticking up. Those things will drop all the way down. On that one there, and over here. Once those drop down, this thing does become pretty fast. It's fast enough you can jump in a spot I'm going to show you down there that's normally about 4 foot deep max. It's moving so fast that if you were to jump inside of it, your feet would never touch the bottom. The water picks you up and floats you right down. A lot of the things we used to have to do, they would have us come out of those little tunnels right there. We would shoot down, and you can see right where those little buoys are at. Right behind it creates a little eddy right there, kind of a calm water. You come down through here, you can almost kick your feet, spin around, and stand in that, because that water is really calm right there. It doesn't look like it, but it's on the other side. So it is. But we're going to walk down here. I want to show you some of these people floating down. Parts of this is really calm. Like I said, they don't have it all the way open. But let's take a look at a little bit of this up here. I'm going to get down to this one bridge here, and I want to show you. They got the other side all shut down. They're redoing the park, adding new condo areas in there. So some of this stuff is pretty cool. But I want to get down here. I want to show you how fast some of this water actually does move. Now keep in mind, that's with one of the gates closed and two of them probably, I don't know, 3/4 of the way open. So you're not getting the full force of the water coming through here. Let's get you on this other side here, because I want to show you something here. Here's where you can start to appreciate it. Excuse me, as it's coming down. I'm going to take you above the little bridge here. Now, when they have all three of those gates open, which they have done for our trainings, we used to be part of, oops, sorry folks. Now this is going to be unedited, but as you can see right here, that little watermark, I want to get you down here. If I can get it right about there. You can see where the high watermark usually is on this. But this running through here will get going so fast that the water will actually come over the top of that buoy object wall there. It got running so fast that we actually came through here sideways. And let me get you back over here. Sorry about all that. But right there, you got two waves. One there and one there. Coming through it, it actually picked our boat up and flipped us right out of it. But let's get down here. Show you some more of this. I was wanting to catch a couple of boaters coming down through here, but you can see right there. That water is not. That's no joke. That water right there is moving. Now keep in mind, like I said, they've got out of the 3 gates, 1 closed, and 2 of them probably only about 3/4 of the way open. They open this baby up, and this water will flat out haul it down to here. And this is one of the little minor spots. And tell you what, we're going to wait here just a minute because we got a couple rafts coming through, and I want to just show you how this happens coming down through here. So I'm going to try not to bore you too terrible bad here, but we're going to walk back up here and see if we can't catch them coming across. These right here are just little outings that the city puts on. You can come down here, you can rent the rafts for the day, go up and down it. They'll usually put the fire department out here, as you can see right there. That's personnel within the fire department, so they come out here and they'll work this whole area. This thing's, I don't remember how long it is, maybe a mile long or so. And they'll be stationed all the way down this. So if anybody gets into trouble, they can get in there and get them back out. Because this thing empties out at the St. Joe River, right on the other side of the dam. So when it's just kind of a civilian day, they really do. They take it easy. I mean, they don't put a lot of water in there, but you can see them there. Let's catch them coming through. There's more coming down. Let's walk a little bit further down and take a look at this. I'm going to show you the boat landing. When we first came out here for our first day of training, they had the gates probably all of them 3/4 of the way closed, if not more. You could actually stand inside of it, the water, without any issues. And everybody's thought was great. They're going to take it easy on us the first time around. Wrong answer. I'm going to bring you up here. I'm going to show you this. It's what they call the boat landing. It's just kind of a nickname that they give it. You can hear the whistle go. You can hear the whistles going off, and you can hear the gates being lowered, and the water just started roaring through here. We stood in line like little ducks. Hey, up! I'm going to pick you up to it right now, and we just stood there, and they would say jump, and you jump in, and they kind of wanted us to get used to it. Right where they're standing, right there. You can see them right there. That water was probably, yeah, it was right up to there, rushing down as we come jumping in. So, like I said, this right here is really calm today. A few spots just out of design is the way that it's going to be. But kind of a neat little thing that we have here. One of the unique things about this is because they can manually control the water level, the speed, and all those little obstacles you see in there. There's different spots they can move it. This is one of the big training centers for the Olympics, all the world kayaking stuff, a lot of your Ohio river rescue teams, all those other people, they come down here. They train in this. This thing is actually world famous. You'll get a lot of people throughout the whole summer that come up. They train with the fire departments. They want to see, but here it is right there. It's what they call the boat landing. We stood right where she is right there, and we had to jump in. Your feet never touched the ground, and you're immediately picked up and flew down river. Now we spent a week training inside this thing. Different things from, oh boy, floating, how to navigate the current, how to use your body force for it. They taught us how to rappel, zip line across it using the water. Make like a 9-man pyramid. You can go out there, all kinds of neat stuff. But it was a week-long training. It was a great time. One of the interesting things about this, how much force this thing really has. I think it was 1984. I'm not quite sure, but I'm almost positive. 1984 when this thing was officially opened. When they opened it, on its trial run, they let all 3 gates open at one time. The force of the water was so bad that it actually started buckling the concrete on the bottom of the waterway. So, well, guess what? They had to shut it down, go back in, and re-engineer it. Yeah. As you can tell, this place is quite busy. This is one of the bigger areas. It draws a lot of people down through it. And I'm going to get you down here where everybody's playing a little bit. Now, if you know what you're doing like this guy does, you can get in here and you can play games. But if not, you can get in some serious trouble. But if you look at this, let me look up there. Watch him. See where he's at? He's practicing. He's playing in it. The current. They taught us how to rappel off that little bitty bridge up there, which is nothing major. That's nothing big. We actually hung off of that, rappelled down, did water rescues that way, off one of the smaller bridges. Now, like I said earlier, those little buoys right here, let me get down to it, sorry folks, right here. Those little obstacles, they can move them to make this thing really calm on this side, real turbulent over there. But if you look, like I showed you on the other one right there, when you're coming around, one of the things that we practiced was coming up, and we got right about there, we had to flip over and swim as hard as we could. They got us right up into there, and you can stand there. That's really not that bad. You can stand there all day long. You step out there, different story. You're gonna be flat on your back, floating down the river. But we're gonna walk down here. I'm not too far from the end. Let's see what this thing comes through. One of the things that we would do is we would stage all the way along there and along this walkway here and practice plucking people out of the water. So, as you see right here is another one. It's smaller, but with the force of the water, you got 2 small objects right there. It comes down to right about here. There's another one that it rolls over, and there's a small block in there to create this, to create the rapids. Let's take you down to the one side, because here's where it gets kind of tricky. After about 2 or 3 times coming down this, you actually get really used to it. The fear takes over. You understand when to take a deep breath because you're about to, go underwater. So you start to get a little cocky with this. Our last time down, me and one of my fellow firefighters, we decided we wanted to see how far we could push it and play. And it got pretty bad. Now they had all 3 gates open for us the last time down, and you can tell this gets really I mean, this gets moving here. There's a lot of movement here. The thing was to try and be on this side here so they could pluck us out of the water with the rope backs. They would throw a rope and they'd grab you and they'd pull you in. Well, what happened is we were playing around and we were on that side. And as that comes over, it comes out right about there. Well, where the East Race ends, the St. Joe River begins. And it comes out right about there. Well, that current at times can be pretty tough. And at the time, it seemed like I was a long ways out. But we were right about there. I'd say there. And the 2 currents merged together. and you could actually almost feel it want to pull you out of your life vest. Luckily, they were there. They threw the rope. They got us out. You know, no big deal. But you got to be careful. We're gonna walk back up here. But yeah, I just wanted to make this real quick vlog here today. I haven't been on for a while. Wanted to show you a couple of things around the hometown here. Here's more people swimming out. Let me see if I get down. See, they spun it around just like they're supposed to. The current catches them, swims their boat around. They use the current there to push them back over. Oops. Let's take a walk back up here, see if we can't get any more people coming down in the boats. It's the, you know, it's the mini version of whitewater rafting here in good old South Bend, Indiana. You know, but let's catch them coming down through here. They look like they're going to take that little spot head on. Let's see how they do. See, somebody's out of the water right there. See them? They're out of the water. I knew that was happening. See. You're going to actually see an actual rescue. The rope bag. They've got them. I kind of had a feeling that was coming the way they were trying to hit that water. Everybody's out. They threw 2 rope bags. They got the kid. And the other rope bag, they grabbed it there and brought them both in. You got to be careful on this. It doesn't, you see some people who know what they're doing, these canoes, these kayaks, they're playing around, they understand it. But we're going to watch these people here because it looks like, well, I bet they're going to try to do the same thing here. See, they're taking it kind of slow. Which there are spots where it really does move actually really slow. But let's see how they do. It looks like they're actually raised low. You know what? That has dropped down an awful lot. Hi, guys. Let's see how they're going to do. Yep. As you can tell, that has gone down considerably. That has gone down a lot, which tells me they raised the gates up at the main level. They probably raided up, raised the gates. They're having some issues of people hitting and falling out. So that tells me they're fluctuating with the gates to lower the speed of the water coming down. Let's walk back up here. It looks like somebody else just almost flipped it up here. This is a daily occurrence, you know, during the summer here. They come out here and people, well, you know, they come out to have fun. And well, the one kid fell out, as you can see back there. I think I got it, but I was kind of far away. But he fell out. They had the ropes and they got him. So somebody else coming through. You can tell this guy's done this a few times. He's just playing. Oops, sorry folks. Kind of went down, you kind of get looking in you. Well, yeah, move out of the way here. I'm going to take you back up here and we're going to end this because, well, just wanted to show this out, show everybody a little bit about what this East race is about. If you're ever watching TV, they're talking about the Olympics. They're talking about some of the kayaking going on, and they're going to their training grounds. This is one of the training centers for that area. At least it used to be. Things may have changed since I've been around and involved in a lot of that. But you can go there, see how he does with this one. Yep, see, he's got the canoe to go through it. The kayak, I mean, so does this gentleman here. Boom. They're through it, they're good. These guys know what they're doing here. You can tell they got the nose plugs. Right up there, we've got 2 of the rescue personnel that'll throw the ropes. Last case scenario, if somebody doesn't get it, they will jump in after them. That's called a go. That's last resort, but if they need to, they will jump in. But they make it to the end. There's a boat there. The rescue people at the end with the boat can jump in and go down the river and get them. So once they get out the end, they're really in no danger. It's just a floating river. It's not really bad on the current. No rapids, no dams, no waterfalls, no nothing. So that's pretty calm wise. But like I think they may have lowered that down a little bit. I can see the water level here where it was up at one time when we come down through. I think they raised the dam up a little bit just to, well, stop people from bouncing in the water. Yeah, I think they did. You can tell. And I'm trying to get my fingers right up here. Yeah, it looks like they've lowered it down a little bit. So we're just about back at the end here. I'm gonna turn around. This is one of the banks here. People will sit up and watch. Up there, they're having lunch, picnic, a little snack, docking their canoes, their boats, and they'll come right here to what's called, like I told you before, that's called the landing, and that'll come right there, and they'll just float down that. They get really ambitious, they'll walk all the way to the top. And I better go this way. So, well, hey, that was the East Race. I'm gonna come up here. I'm gonna end this here in about 1 minute as soon as I get on the other side of this bridge. If there's nobody else coming down, we're gonna end this. I think this thing got long enough, so hopefully I can catch somebody coming down through. And yeah, somebody just came over that big drop off. So, gosh dang it, I wish I'd have seen that. Looks like they're coming through straight, and then next thing you know, the boat turns sideways, and well, in the water, there you go. But they didn't. We're gonna try to get right up here. Let's see where they're at. And I don't see anybody coming other than one canoe. And he's out there playing around, so this guy knows what he's doing. He's not gonna be taking that head on. He'll come across and ride that ridge right there. A lot calmer waters. He's not gonna hit that. So, well, hey, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it's a little long. It's 25 minutes. That's kind of long for an unedited vlog. But I hope you enjoyed it. And from South Bend, Indiana, we thank you for watching. We're going to get off here, and we'll talk to you at the next one. Thank you. Bye.